One last aspect of the experiment is to consider planes of symmetry. Let me give you an example. This molecule actually has a plane of symmetry. It's not clearly obvious that it does. But we have a straight chain backbone that looks like this. And on the end, we have another methyl group. It doesn't look like it has a plane of symmetry until I present the molecule in this manner. If I twist the molecule like such, we can see that we have a carbon with two methyl groups attached. And so this carbon is not chiral, it's actually symmetrical. And when I split the molecule in half, this half of the molecule is the same as this half. This molecule has a plane of symmetry. So we want to look at planes of symmetry in our molecules as well. Likewise, when we had looked at our ether had a plane of symmetry. Had a plane of symmetry when I split in this direction. These two methyl groups are the same. Likewise, when I split the molecule in half this way, these two hydrogens on this side are the same. Likewise, these two hydrogens on this side are the same. So this molecule is very symmetrical. There's two planes of symmetry. Where I split the molecule in half, these two carbons reflecting across at 90-degree angles are exactly the same. And likewise, if I split it down the middle, these hydrogens, my fingers are the same, and these hydrogens are the same. So we want to be looking for planes of symmetry. We also want to look at the plane of symmetry in a double bond. Molecules with double bonds lie flat. They're planar. Let's say a molecule that is planar has at least one plane of symmetry, the plane that it lies in. So we have a planar molecule. Here, if I put chlorine and chlorine, and hydrogen, there's a plane of symmetry this way. When I reflect the cross at 90-degree angles, the two chlorine atoms are identical. Likewise, the hydrogens are identical as well. So there's a plane of symmetry where I split across the double bond and the plane of the board. There is not a plane down the middle because if I reflect it across, hydrogen does not match with chlorine. And hydrogen doesn't match with chlorine. However, when I split the double bond, there's a plane of symmetry there. And then there's a plane of the board where if we were to look at the atoms from the side, the chlorine atom and the chlorine atom, when split in half, this half of the chlorine atom is the same as this half of the chlorine atom. This half of the atom is the same as this half. Likewise, with our hydrogen atoms, when I split them in half, the top half of the hydrogen atom is the same as the bottom half, and over here the top half is the same as the bottom half. So a molecule that lies flat has at least one plane of symmetry, the plane that it sits in. And in this case, when we look at double bonds, we're looking at the double bond that lies flat in the trans molecule. The trans molecule has at least one plane of symmetry as well, the plane that the atoms lie in. One thing it doesn't have, when I split here and reflect across, the hydrogen doesn't match with the chlorine doesn't match with the hydrogen, and I must reflect at 90-degree angles. I cannot reflect across the plane at 45 degrees. There is not a plane of symmetry in this direction. There's no plane of symmetry. I only have one plane of symmetry in the trans molecule. That is the plane of which the atoms lie, in the plane of the board. I hope you found this video on planes of symmetry to be useful to you. We'll be needing to look at planes of symmetry when we begin to look at molecules and start considering their spectroscopic properties.